Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the only program that is by a fan, for the fan, and absolutely about you, the fan.
So are you Guy or Guy?
Ed Danowski.
You're not in Hawaii?
I wish.
To Mr. Gary Younger.
Hi, Guy.
Hey, sir, how are you?
And Brock, how are you doing?
Doing great, sir. Doing great. Honored to have you on the show.
You know, I had the privilege while I was in the forces, in the Canadian Armed Forces, to take the Stanley Cup to Afghanistan. Only hockey fans would deploy to Afghanistan where it's 105 to 135 degrees every day, and they'd take their hockey sweaters and play ball hockey. This is a year for the Leafs. The Leafs are going to win it all this year. One of the players down the line said, "You got to be kidding. The Taliban got a better chance of winning the cup."
Let's go Blues. Oh, my camera looks like it's a little off today. Might have to try and adjust that here in a little bit. Let's see how we can do. Hello, aloha. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is the Blue Note Fan Report. We're coming to you live on Facebook. Well, not Facebook today, on Twitter and YouTube. Now, I did share the YouTube and Facebook, so kind of. Let's talk about some hockey today. We got some good things. We got some good games going on. We got a great contest going, and we have got your comments. Ashley says, I'm exhausted. The only reason I'm here is share love of this show. FYI, as soon as it's over, I'm totally crashing. Well, Ashley, I feel that. I feel that today. Ashley, I got to tell you, there are days when I do this show that I do not want to be here, that I don't want to do the show, but I do it anyways, and I do it for people like you. I do it for the sheer love of this show and the sheer love of the fact that I have people who will do what you're doing right now. And I appreciate that so much. So as we're looking at what's going on in the world of the NHL today, I'm kind of waiting for Brock to show up. There was a really nasty play yesterday in the Montreal Winnipeg game. Mark Scheifele, who I love as a player. I really absolutely love this guy as a player. The first time I ever played fantasy hockey, I noticed he was slipping, and I was like, what's going on? I jumped up and got him, and he was like the only guy that I got on my team that actually did something for me that year. I suck at fantasy. I suck at fantasy sports. I don't know why I even try and play them. I don't that much, but when I do, I just absolutely suck. We'll get to there, Ashley. You're jumping way ahead of me. You know what, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. I was hoping that somewhere along the line, the Story So Far Vince might join us, but he never got with me a way to contact him. So if he hops on, we'll talk to him. That is a series that is getting nasty. I mean, downright nasty. Excuse me. That series is as nasty as my GERD. I got to tell you, that series could not be any more nastier than what it is right now. Let me bring in the man, the Rock, the Brock, Mr. Brock Banner. How you doing today, Brock?
Good, dude, man. I just caught up down in my basement. Couldn't get any reception, so I'm glad I'm here. Glad we're talking some hockey today, man. How you doing? I understand you had a rough go today.
Yeah, no, I just, my body decided to shut down on me today, and sometimes it just happens, and it's hard. I mean, you guys had some good conversation going on in the writers chat. I appreciate that. That's what that chat was there for.
Yeah.
That's why I made that. I wanted to give I didn't want writers to get stuck. I wanted our writers to have a chance to listen to other writers and feel what they're at. I really like where Katrina's going, right?
Yeah.
I do. I think she's on the right path with that one. E's got an idea, and I think he's on the right path with that one too. I kind of sent him something to help him along with that. And your article today is a down day for the site. We didn't put anything out. I didn't really push anything. Oh, we got Lance from the Drop. Hey, Drop, how you doing? Welcome so much. Today's one of them head days, so I just wanted to bring Brock on. And if I feel a little better, I'll invite somebody else on. But let's just see how my head feels. We cool with that, Brock?
Like
right?
I'm supposed to help your head, like me?
Yeah, no, there is no help. There is no help whatsoever for this thing up here.
No.
It just ain't gonna happen. So don't expect it. It is what it is. But we got to talk. We got to talk about this Scheifele hit, right?
Yeah.
I got to tell you straight up, I'm a huge Mark Scheifele fan. I love the way he plays hockey.
Yeah. Good player.
And I have two takes on this. I really have two takes on this. First of all, the fact that he traveled 200 yards, 200 feet, to make the hit, I disagree with that. Right? The hit was not. He didn't start at the goal line and say, "Oh, I'm going to go 200 feet and pound this guy." Yeah, you're freezing on me a bit. Yeah, you do it. You know what, Drop? I'll try and show that a little later on the show. You guys got some new stuff. I like it. We'll try and show and help you out there. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Are you back with me, Brock? You're frozen in your You got to pop out.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, Brock's kind of frozen on me. Let him pop out, pop back in, and then we'll get him back. So a lot of the things that are being said about this hit is that he traveled the whole 200 feet. He did, but he didn't start at the beginning of the 200 feet thinking I was going to hit him, right? That's not how it started out. There we go. Okay, you back, Brock?
Okay, let's see if this is better. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm better.
So I've got two different, like I said, I've got two different ways of looking at this hit, right? And I want to bring the hit up, and I want people to kind of look at it with me in the way I'm seeing it. Now, there's one really great thing about when you put something on Twitter, right? You can go frame by frame. So let's start. This is the beginning of the play, right? He's back at the blue line. The puck gets cleared. There is no point in his head right now where you think that he is thinking, I'm going to pound somebody, right? That doesn't happen until about right here. Notice his eyes. His eyes at this point, when he gets to about this point, notice where he starts lifting his head up, right? This is where he starts thinking, I'm going to hit him. And the one thing that player safety said is he never meant to play the puck. And I agree with that. So watch this. I know it's fuzzy and I'm in big screen, but I want you to see this frame by frame in the best way. He's got his eye straight on Evans. He's not looking at that puck at all. His stick is in no way trying to make a play on that puck. And here, he takes one hand off the stick. He loads his shoulder. No, he could have stopped the goal. If he would have put his stick down there, he stops that empty net goal. Never tries to and buries into him. So all you effers, and yes, I'm using the effers, who say you got to keep your head up. No. He was scoring a goal. This is not his job. It is not his responsibility at this moment to expect to get hit. It is Scheifele's job to play the puck and keep his head up. That is why I say him going 200 yards, no, but he did charge. And you know what? There's a play that I think is very comparable to this one that didn't get called and didn't get a penalty that Blues fans love to bring up. You know what play I'm talking about?
The Bortuzzo call.
No, even worse.
Just the Paul?
No.
Oh, Mark Stone?
No. Krug on Sundqvist.
Oh, it's the last year. Yeah, I thought you were talking about this
in
season.
in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
Right? Krug did the exact same thing without a helmet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Lance, he's scoring a goal. He's looking at where he's putting the goal. Right? I'm sorry. You know, he can't, if he puts his head up, he doesn't score the goal. So what is he supposed to do in that case? I'm sorry. I'm going to argue this one. One.
You know what, buddy?
Right?
Me and you are in for a long night because I feel like he should have had his head up. What the hell are you doing? You know what?
He's scoring a goal. He's looking at the puck. He's looking at
every right to defend that goal. So I don't know. We're going to
stop right there. I'm not going to yell and scream, but I'm going to stop you right there. You just said the key words that didn't happen. You said Scheifele had the right to defend that goal. Okay? You're absolutely correct. Problem is here, Scheifele didn't defend the goal. That goal was already in, and if Scheifele puts his stick down at any point before that hit, he stops the goal.
No, dude.
You want to watch it again? You want to watch it again?
Moment, though.
Watch it again.
I saw it, man. I've been seeing it all day. I get it. Heat of the moment.
Okay, no, come back right here.
Heat of the moment.
You said.
Let
me
narrate. I'm going to tell you. Go ahead.
You said it was Scheifele's job to defend the net. Okay, tell me when he defends that net. When he is set up to defend that net. Look right here. That puck, where his stick is, if he puts his stick on that puck right there, he defends the net and never has to make the hit.
So
he never planned on defending that net.
This is pull up your bootstraps, son. This is hockey. Guess what? You're going to score my goal. I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to make you pay for it. And that's what hockey's all about. I'm going to make you pay. You're going to stick it
for
to
an
me.
empty net goal. For an empty net goal, that doesn't matter.
No, it's a playoff
I'm
goal.
sorry.
This
no. Go.
All right, it's a playoff. It's a playoff goal, man. It's a playoffs. All right, I can just tell where this is going to go, man.
No. I'm just drinking some water. I want to bring myself. You know what, Lance? Are you ready to come on? Because I will go 2-on-1 on this. You know what? We'll take the whole show on this hit if we have to. Let's go 2-on-1. This is something that's important. I think it's important. Lance, if you're ready, let me know, and I'll send you an invite. You let me know, buddy. And I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream. I'm going to bring my voice down. All I believe is, at what point is this Scheifele's responsibility? Right? It's Scheifele's responsibility at some point.
But okay, so here you're kind of filibustering this, man. You gotta let me get in here for a second. So
okay, I'm going to let you get in here.
Change the name from Scheifele to Tony Twist. Does anyone have a problem with it now?
Nope. Well, no. I would still have a problem with. Well, when Tony Twist played, that type of stuff was legal. That type of stuff was normal. But you know what? They didn't try and hurt guys. They really didn't. They would hit you hard, but the trying to hurt guys, that was never the purpose. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about, guys that did hits, talk about the hip check of Bobby Plager that would send guys flying over on their head. He never attempted to hurt somebody. He attempted to take you off the puck with his hip. How and I know it goes two ways, and I get it, but at some point, this is different. This is, these guys that he hip checked had their heads up. So what do you tell them? What do you tell guys that had their head up that got flipped over Plager that landed on their heads? Don't be in the way of Plager? Is that what you tell them? And I'm working on getting Lance an invite. Lance, where do you want me to send it, buddy?
No. Every time.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying every time you get in that situation, I don't know. I can just tell. I don't want to trigger anybody here, but I'm just like, at what point is the guy allowed to score the goal? Well, the other guy, he's within his right to cream that guy. Freaking lay him out. Like, that's the game of hockey. That's what I'm having a hard time understanding. Like, why is all of a sudden this savage? Again, if it's Tony Twist, I'd be like, oh, that's fine. That's Twister. You know? Kurt was on Thomas. That's right. Yeah, Sunquist, she's a Thomas.
Yeah, no, okay. It was on Thomas. My bad. Krug on Thomas.
Ashley.
But that was the same type of play. That was the exact same type of play, right? Here's the difference in those two plays. And the difference in those two plays is the type of injury. Thomas skated off, right? Evans was carted off. Mm-hmm. So the result of the two plays is the bigger thing here, right? While they're the exact same plays, the result is the bigger thing. A lot of people, you'd think they'd stay away from Bobby Plager after a while, guy. Okay, that's a fair point.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
I think the point is he had his head down and was attempting to charge him like a football player. That's different to me than him having his head up. Well, what they're talking about isn't Scheifele having his head down. It's Evans having his head down, looking at the goal, not at the play around him. So there's a little, I just want to clear up what we mean by head down. This isn't Scheifele. No one's, and there are people out there that believe that Scheifele shouldn't get suspended at all, that it was a clean legal hit. To a point, I'm okay with it. But I also think that it went too far, right? I think it went too far. I think Scheifele went to send the message that the series wasn't going to be easy and didn't expect to get this result. You know what? Fair point. I will take that.
I agree. That's it.
That's a fair point. But at what point do you say that was, I mean, he had a lot of speed coming into a defenseless player. I'm okay. I'm okay with the hit. I'm not okay with the results, right? And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the hit could have been done differently. The hit could have. You watch this guy spin. He hit him so hard. He spins, and I didn't show it. 360, almost 360 degrees before he lands on his head. Right? Yep. I mean, that's wow. You know, that's talking about a lot. So when that comes up, say again.
That's a big league hit. To me, it's just a big league hit. Welcome to the bigs, buddy. Boom.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I'm with you. I see that to a point. Ryan Green says intention to injure. I don't care, and he should be suspended longer. You know, and that's. I actually think even if they are charging, keep an eye on the play. Okay. Now, Lance, buddy, we're here, and I'll get in the middle because I'll get pounded. How you doing, my friend?
Not too bad.
Well, okay. So first of all, I seen your responses, and you feel that the hit was completely clean and legal.
I don't think he intentionally went to kill the guy. And, you know, these people online, there's a quote somebody sent me, and it says, looks like the experts disagree with your ludicrous assertion. Colin Scheifele's hit a high predatory hit delivered with excessive momentum gained from traveling a considerable distance. BS. These are people on ESPN. ESPN only knows baseball, hockey, and or baseball, football, and the NBA. The people in there, I don't trust.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, guy, when you score a goal, I don't care if it's an empty net goal. I don't care if it's a 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 3-on-1, a breakaway, 5-on-5, 6-on-5. You're not looking at the puck when you have that puck. Your head is up. It's supposed to be up. When he's coming around that corner, his head should have been up. And he went in to hit him, yes, and he went in to hit him hard. But he did not go in to hit him. And I've seen people break it down to where it shows him like 5 feet away from him. People saying, well, he could have just slowed down. No, he could not have slowed down. No. 5 feet away from him, he was set and already in his position to hit him.
But could he have played the puck? But guy, if he plays the puck,
and he goes after the puck and misses it. It's a goal.
But here, it's a goal anyways. It's a goal anyways.
Nope. If he hits him at the right time, at the right place, that puck doesn't go in. If he gets there,
you okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to argue with you on that one. Let's look at the play again. That this is the play. I know it's a little fuzzy, but this is the play. And I want to bring this up. You said 5 feet away. That's about what, 8 feet away right there?
that's about 7 feet away.
Okay. So let's go back. I want to tell you where he lines up that hit. Now this is the beginning of the play. The people who said he went the full 200 yards, yes, he went the full 200 feet, but he didn't start lining up that hit because watch, he's head down, he's skating hard, hits the blue line. Right here is where he lifts his head and starts watching the play. You see that? You agree with me?
Play that just about another half an inch or so. That's when he sees him and knows what he's going to do.
Okay, so at this point, top of the key, top of the circle, top of the point, right, is when he sees the play.
Yep, it's when he sees the play, and you know what, guy? Just like Sean Avery, former NHLer, said, it's a clean hit. If I'm him,
okay,
you know what I'm going to do?
Watch
and
right here.
You may not like me for this, guy, but do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the exact same thing that Scheifele did to Evans. The exact same thing. I'm going to hit him and hit him hard. I'm not going to stop.
Watch this. Watch this a little bit more.
I've watched it.
Okay,
I can watch it 1,000 times, man.
Yeah.
But you're making a point that I can prove against. You said that if he plays the puck, it doesn't go in, or it might go in. Right here, if he puts his stick right there, if he puts his stick on stick, it stops the goal.
Yeah, but look how far
his hand off the stick. Scheifele never looks at the puck, guys.
Yeah, but
Scheifele never looks at the puck.
It don't matter. If he's got the puck, he's got every right to hit him. And when you just said that he could have just taken a stick, he was too far away to lean forward to hit that stick. If he'd have been another 2 feet in, he might have been able to. But right now, he's got him lined up, and he's in the motion of getting ready to lay a hit on him. You cannot stop.
Yeah.
You can't stop.
You know, and what I'm seeing here, and Lance, tell me if I'm wrong, okay? I'm seeing at this point right now, he's like, oh shit, he's gonna score. I'm gonna make this mother effer pay, and that's what he does. Like, all right, I'm gonna lay him out, and I just think that's hockey. It's like he's not gonna stop. Oh, let me stop. No, hey, it's a playoff series. It's game one. We're gonna make you pay, and I think it was a statement, for sure.
I think that's exactly why he did it, and I think his team would have given him hell if he hadn't done it. And like I said, he didn't do it 200 feet down. He didn't do it 100 feet down. He didn't decide 55 feet down. No. He decided, right where guys showed it, right around there, maybe a second later, to hit him and lay him out. That's exact. But he did not go to hit him to seriously injure him, because Evans, as he comes around, gets lower and lower which makes his head right where Scheifele's arm is. You've got to keep your head up. I mean, it's like I've said before on this show. And Guy, I highly respect your opinion. I'm not trying to say that I'm hateful towards you or anything. But from the time I started playing at about 6 years old, every coach, and I'm a goalie sitting there listening, no matter where you're at on the ice, keep your head up. And you know what they said next time? Stop looking down. Keep your head up. Stop looking down. Keep your head up. You're going to get hurt.
Finish your checks. Finish your checks. Right.
Hey, Ryan, I don't care if it's an empty net goal. We're going to lose the game. I'm going to make a statement by hitting him. I'm not intending to hurt the guy. I'm not. And I don't think Scheifele was intending to hurt him. I think Scheifele was just hitting to make a statement, say, hey, this next game's going to be tough.
Okay. And you know what? I agree with that point. I do. But now player safety, in my eyes, player safety may have gotten this one right. Okay. When they go back and they look at that, first of all, this is the definition of charging in the rule book, right? This is the definition of charging in the rule book, and they read that rule verbatim. So I'm okay with that. I tried to show this. Unfortunately, I use Chrome, and Chrome and NHL.com don't work really well with videos, so I couldn't show it. But they do say that. And then they also say that, and they talk about this, Scheifele never intended to play the puck. And his argument was, I was trying to stop a goal. Their rebuttal to that was, at this moment that's on the screen right now, this is where he takes his hand off the stick. They say, and I agree, if he sticks his hand out instead of taking his hand off the stick, puts his stick straight out, he stops the goal. This is that moment.
So what I should
What is the purpose? What is the purpose? Is the purpose to stop the goal or to send a message?
Hey.
Scheifele's own words were, go ahead, Brock. I'll let you talk. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, and I don't mean this in a bad way by any means. You know, I'm a guest on your show, and I don't ever want to do that. But it's like you're saying the same thing over and over. You're just saying it in different ways, but you're saying the same thing, and you're showing the same play. I get it. We're just gonna disagree because I'm like, this as a guy who's watched hockey, never really played the game, but if you have an opportunity to lay somebody out in a playoff series, you do it. Like, I just think that's the killer instinct that you have to have. And to take that out of the game, to me, I just think is like, that's not, I mean, just look at all the viral views the NHL got today just off this one hit. You think they're upset about that? I don't. I think they're like, all right, let's this ain't too bad, you know? So I think the way they're marketing themselves by not marketing it, just letting the fans virally, take it over, I think that's taken a life of its own. So it causes a lot of uproar and people get triggered and people are woke and, oh my God. But it's like, wait a minute. The guy got hit. He had his head down. He's scoring a goal. He was on the offensive position, not in a defensive position. And, bam, that's just the way it's played, man. You get laid out on the boards all the freaking time. So I don't know. I'm just really passionate about it, dude.
Now I want to bring up Jeremy's point here, and Jeremy says, I understand, but Mark went the full 200 feet to get Evans at full speed, and I disagree with that.
No, he didn't.
He did not go to 200. He went to 200 feet, but he didn't start. He didn't start at the beginning of that 200 feet going, I'm going to pound that guy.
That's exactly right.
And I agree with that. But when he hits the point, the top of the point,
when he gets about 20, 30 feet away, he decides he's going to hit him. Yes.
Right. When the top of the circles, and that's the point, right? The point for those that don't know,
where you're saying he should have made a decision. You're saying at that point, he should have made a decision to pull aside to avoid the play.
No, I'm saying that he should. No, I'm not.
The puck was not in the net at that point.
You're right. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, we'll show your T-shirts, Lance. We'll get there, buddy. I'll find that tweet and bring it up.
I'm just teasing.
Well, come on. I don't have one yet. I've known you for 4 years now.
I'll have to get you guys some.
Yeah.
Right. But
I'm getting you guys I'm getting some sizes from you, and I'm sending you guys some of these. So
yeah, we really do need some Blue Note Fan Report T-shirts out.
What do you wear? A large guy? You both wear larges?
I'm an extra.
Extra large.
Because out here the water causes all these shirts to shrink.
Yeah. I ordered a 3XL thinking it would be just right because some of these places sell cheap T-shirts.
Yeah.
And it's way too big. I need a 2XL, so you guys would probably need an XL.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I want to say is, so let me get back. I'm not saying that the hit was completely dirty. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that the outcome could have been different. And the outcome would have been different if he played the puck. If the intention, now this is the thing. This is what now, and I'm quoting Scheifele's words here. I'm not saying this is what was I'm quoting what the Department of Player Safety said Scheifele's argument was. Scheifele said he was trying to prevent a goal. Okay? At the point of and if you look in the video that we showed, and I won't show it again, I've showed it enough and I broke it down enough. He had a solid opportunity to put stick on stick and stop the puck from going in the goal. He didn't. In his mind, he was going to prevent the goal by hitting the guy. Problem is, the puck was already in the net a good step before he hit the guy.
That's right. But you know what? You're a step away. You can't stop. You're going to hit him anyway.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do. If he tries to stop, even if he turns and tries to stop on the sides of his skate,
he goes to the net.
He's still going to ram him. He's still going to go right into him. Yeah. He had two choices, guy.
Okay.
Hit him, or about 20 feet away, see that he's going to score anyway, and just skate away because he knows the gameme's over. Those were
Okay,
his
hold on a
choices.
second, guys. Hey, everybody, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm coming to you live on, on Twitter and YouTube. This is the BlueNote Fan Report. I am joined today by my buddies and my pals. First, I've got on my left, Brock Banner, and on my right, from the Drop Hockey Podcast, Lance Scott. We are talking all about hockey and the Mark Scheifele hit. We haven't even gotten into the games going on. I'm brought to you today by Forrest Crump Enterprises, War Stories Coffee, and Mike Zook Enterprises. If you need t-shirts like Lance Scott, check out Mike Zook. What a buddy, what a pal. Okay, there's my commercial for Anchor. Got to have that break so I know where to put the Anchor commercials in.
Yeah.
Good. No, this is good, guys. We are talking really good. Deer in the headlight.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Here's one thing I'll tell you. If you guys remember a few years ago, Ryan Reese cross-checked and hit a San Jose player behind the net, knocked him out cold. I can't remember who it was. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Blues fans said it was a clean hit, nothing wrong with it. You know me, Guy. I like some of Tom Wilson's hits. Some of them I don't. That's just the way I am. And I personally think if I'm Scheifele, I'm laying him out. I really am. And I understand why he did it. And like I said, he had two choices: about 20 feet out, turn the skates and let him put the empty netter in, or head right into him and hit him. Well, I understand your point, but I still think that he would have had a hard time reaching his stick out about 3 feet away to make sure he got the puck. He didn't want that puck. He didn't want it scored, and he wanted to lay him out. He did.
Well, okay. Mm-hmm. Again, you guys both brought this up. You say he said he wanted to send a message that this was going to be a tough series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? If Scheifele would have said that in the Department of Player Safety, I'd have been perfectly fine with this, right? Okay, that's what he was doing, whatever. But he didn't say that. Well, he said his intention was to stop a goal. How do you stop a goal? You play the puck. Well, Lance, you've told me that now with no disrespect to you, Lance. I've asked you time and time again, how do you stop a goal? And you say play the puck. You say play the puck all the time. In
certain instances, if you're in the corner with a guy, yeah, you're going after the puck. But if you're want to check a guy or take him out of a play, you don't mess with the puck. You don't watch the puck. You watch the player. Because if you watch the player, you know where you can hit him. If you're down looking at the puck and where it's going, all of a sudden he's put it between your legs and he's past you. You've got to watch the box. But
I'm not doing that for you. I'm doing that for Jordan.
Good. Congratulations, Jordan. But and I'm going to tell you one thing. Everything that's said in player safety is not released to the public.
I agree with that.
In all honesty, it's supposed to be private. It really is supposed to be private. I don't know who leaked that, but
Department of Player Safety did.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video from Department of Player Safety?
I started watching it and I had to make dinner.
Okay. Well, I can't, unfortunately, if I put it on, I can't play the sound. So I don't want to, but Department of Player Safety released that. They said we took into account that he said he was playing the puck, but the things in our eyes are, it doesn't look like he was ever trying to play the puck. He was trying to stop a goal, not play the puck, stop a goal. Right?
I think in his mind, he was trying to stop a goal, whether it's a good hit or bad hit.
And that's fair enough. It really is. Mm-hmm. And I understand that. But the results of the hit cannot be not looked at.
No, I fully agree. And you know what? With this serious injury that it was, I wish Evans the best, and I know everybody I played with, if they hit somebody and they're down on the ice, nobody wants to see a guy put on a stretcher and willed out. Nobody wants to see that. You know what? The first thing I seen on Twitter after that was Scheifele just killed the guy. I mean, people thought that he actually killed him. Because it looked like he broke his neck. I mean, you look at the angle his neck goes back. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, no, when he hits the ice, his neck does one of these
Yeah, I did
numbers
that
to
too, yeah.
to a very
Yep,
I
sensitive
don't know
area.
how it bent that way, right? I honestly
Well,
don't, and I'm sorry about me
so-
looking kind of fuzzy, guys. I
No,
can't
that's all right.
do anything about
Let me
that.
tell you this, though. Consider this for a minute, because again, nobody ever talks about this side. Who is Evans? I mean, he's been in the league with 2 years.
Yep.
So he played 60 games. I mean, Mark
Mhm.
Scheifele is a veteran, an all-star, leader in the league. He's definitely a guy with some elite status. He saw that kid. He saw that raw meat and was like, MFer, I'm going to make you pay.
And-
Welcome
and-
to the
and-
NHL.
yeah.
And I'm going to take that to my grave, guy.
Yep.
I'm going
And
to
I'll-
do it, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I think both of you will agree with me. If he would have done that to Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, or Crosby, there'd be a big suspension, huge suspension if it was done to a star player. But like Brock said, 2
Okay.
years,
No name guy.
So do you
they're-
guys have a problem with the 4 games? No one's gone there. Do you guys have a problem with him getting a 4-game suspension?
I don't.
You're
Gonna go nuts. I don't think he should have been suspended. No.
You know, first of all, it was a match penalty, so a suspension is going to happen. Period.
Yeah.
That's an automatic. So I would actually been okay with 2 games, right? I think I and I'm not going to say 4 games is excessive. I'm okay with that too, but I would have been okay with 2 games. And the reason I would have been okay with 2 games was 2 or 4 was the force of the hit. The force of the hit. And you can have a clean legal hit, but when the force is so great that it turns a guy 360 degrees, you're responsible for the force of that hit.
But see, okay,
And
I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you, man, but go ahead. I got something to say to that.
That's all right. I'm going to say one thing real quick.
Okay.
And I've said it for years, and a lot of people agree with me. Former players agree with me. I will guarantee you Evans wouldn't have been hit or wouldn't have been hurt as bad, or Scheifele wouldn't have even attempted the hit if they were still using the old 80s and 90s style gear, the shoulder pads and stuff, because if he would have hit Evans like that, Scheifele would have been hurt just as bad. It's these big pads that's almost, and when you got these 2 guys skating, one of them skating fast, one of them's not skating quite as fast, it's like a car accident with them 2 hitting. If they would go back to the old pads, I talked to Brett Hull about it, and he's like, he says, you want to stop all these people being hit and these vicious hits and stuff? He said, make them wear the old style pads, because you know what? You know why? Because it hurt the hitter just as much as it did the hittee.
Yeah. Oh no.
Sorry, Brock. I didn't interrupt you.
Do you remember the old ESPN commercial with Hull and Shanahan?
Yep.
And Hull sitting there talking about how it's the playoffs and penalties are worse. And Shanahan comes walking with the stick in his gut, and Hull going, I can't believe they didn't call a penalty on that. Right? That was the hockey we grew up with. And I get that, right? But at the same time, there are things in hockey. Do you know hockey is the only sport that has had someone die during the sport?
Not true.
The NHL.
Not true. Football. There was a guy that got a neck injury and died on the field in the 30s or 40s.
Okay, so 2 sports then. Yeah. I didn't know about that, but I do know that hockey, because Ace Bailey, wasn't it Ace Bailey?
It may have been in college, UMass. The one player from all those years ago died on the court. He basically had a stroke or an aneurysm.
Yeah, he had
died.
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was on the NBA, but
no, that was college. That was UMass.
No, he was in. I think he was on.
It was
Boston at the time. Boston had one.
No, you're thinking about the guy from Boston who died of cocaine.
Yeah, but he had a heart attack on the court.
He had a heart attack.
When they took him off.
Lynn Bias.
Yeah, Lynn Bias. Yeah.
No,
they took him off the court, and then he died in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brock. I didn't mean to interrupt you earlier.
So,
No. We're guys. We're
having
having very, very good conversation.
But what I'm not hearing a lot of people go is, so you're asking the referees who've had a rough year this year. Trust me, they have not had a good year. You're asking them to make a split-second decision on player safety and things that like in the interpretation of the rules within like a millisecond. There's what's a legal hit? If that hit happened at center ice, that'd have been a penalty. Mark Stone got away with it on Tyler Bozak, but because it happened towards the goal. So again, you're asking the referees again who are not bright people, in my opinion. They don't really do a lot for their own PR. Let's just put it that way. That you're asking them to like make decisions on rules and interpretations, and they have proven they are not good at that.
Well, I mean, Tilo says, thanks, Chris, for kind of seeing my pitches because I saw his head go up, and that's how it works in hockey. I think that it was a clean hit. Scheifele's head does go up. I do admit that, and his shoulder goes up. But he goes into the head of Evans, and Evans doesn't change his body position.
Well, do you know why? Because as he's turning, he's leaning down, which is going to put him right at elbow length of Scheifele. So it was just two things.
Shoulder.
If he wouldn't have been leaning down and would have been taking it straight up, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Well, let's say that Evans does have his head up, right? Let's say that Evans has his head up. Has he scoring that goal?
Yep.
What does that mean in relation to his body? Does he get hit here? Does he not get hit in the head? Is that why he gets hit in the head? I want to just ask legitimate questions.
Well, naturally, because he was coming around the corner, he's going to be leaning. But if he would have been out in the middle of the ice straight up, he would have been hit in the chest.
So the fact that he was scoring the goal is why he was leaning. Should he have still had to have his head up? And you said that earlier. You have to always have your head up.
Always.
But don't you need to see where the puck's going?
No, you don't. If you play long enough when you're skating down the ice, whether you're behind the net, whether you're at center ice, whether it's your blue line, if you're on the ice and that puck's on your stick, you're looking around at other players, seeing where to pass. You very rarely look down. Those guys don't have to. They've played long enough. They know where that puck's at. Okay,
fair enough. And I just wanted Chris Scheifele says you're supposed to lean into a turn, though.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. He was turning in to put the puck in.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he had to turn from behind the net.
So but here's the thing that we all say it's a clean hit, but we all agree that the result of the hit is what is so bad.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you think he shouldn't have got suspended. Brock, I didn't hear what you said, believe it or not, and I apologize. What do you think? Should he have been suspended?
I don't think he should have got suspended. I don't think he should have got fined. I think I think old Jack Evans just got a lesson.
Well, you got to remember now. You got to remember now. Suspension is automatic. He's going to get at least a 1-game suspension on a match any match penalty. Now, you said before about them going back and making a split-second decision on a match penalty. They have to go back and look at the video and either confirm or deny that it's a match penalty. So this is anytime a match penalty is called, they have to go back and look at it. Lance, I'm right on that. So they went back and looked at that. And to them, after looking at the replay, they felt it was a charging and a match penalty. At this point, a suspension, I don't want to say warranted, is automatic. Some type of suspension is coming.
Yep, it is automatic. Yep.
Okay,
but the match penalty should have never been there. He didn't deserve a match penalty. And in my mind, he didn't.
Let me ask you this, and now let me ask you this. Let's change this situation, and this is what I think has a lot to do with it. Let's change the situation. Yep. Score is tied 1-1. It's late in the second. And it's the exact same hit. Let's say the goalie's there.
Yep.
The goalie's there, but out of position. The goalie's out of position for whatever reason. The goalie tried to play the puck. He couldn't.
And it went around.
He missed it. Yeah. So he goes around. Same situation. Empty net. 1-1 game, and that hit happens. Do we look at that hit differently?
I don't.
I think a lot of people would. I think the fact that it was, and you know what? Player safety even brought this up. A empty net goal in a game that had already been decided, right? I think that the situation plays into this a lot.
Yeah.
Had this been a 1-1 game,
I agree.
Had this been a 1-1 game where that situation would have happened and he got that hit, I do think that there might still have been a match penalty, but I also think that the score, the outcome of the suspension might have been one game, right?
Yeah.
But
Because I still think
let's just say this. There's 55 seconds left. You're up 6-2, or the other team's up 6-2, and you know, the goalie just, you know, the goalie hasn't been taken out. He's still in because the coach knows there's no sense to pull a guy when it's 6-2. There's 55 seconds left, and a guy is coming out from behind the net, and you hit him that way. Because you know what? My coach has always told the forwards and defensemen, I don't care if it's 50 seconds left. I don't care what the score is. If you can hit him, hit him. If he's got the puck, hit him. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Brock.
Well, I just was going to say, I think players are taught to, it's a physical sport. You guys are going to get creamed. I'm really surprised that this situation got really blown up versus, the Ryan Reeves situation a few days ago. And, Ryan Reeves pulling out Ryan O'Reilly's hair that came out and just all the dirty tricks that go along. But I will say this, Guy and Lance, hopefully Lance will agree with you, that I think it was about the situation. It was like, listen, this is game one. We're not the Maple Leafs. That's over. Like you're taking on the Winnipeg Jets. We rolled through our series. We beat Connor McDavid. I think it was a show of bravado. Like, look, dude, it ain't going to be easy, and we're going to make you earn every inch of it, even on a freaking empty net goal.
Yeah, I
just have a hard time getting off of that, man.
Yeah, it was a statement hit, and I will guarantee you that Paul Maurice, the coach of the Jets, could care less about it. I'm sure he's worried about Evans and doesn't want to see the guy get hurt. But I might be wrong, but I guarantee you, Paul Maurice, one of the assistant coaches, went to him after the game and said, "Good hit. Show those guys that game 2 is going to be harder." I'll be shocked if somebody didn't do that.
Okay, but now you don't have Scheifele for 4 games. You don't have your best player for the next 4 games against a team.
He's going to appeal it. He's going to appeal it, and he's going to get 2 games. Is what's going to happen.
If he appeals it and gets 2, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 2 if he only misses 2.
When he's going for that hit, he's not thinking about he's going to get some. He's just thinking he's going to cream this guy. He's not thinking about anything about getting penalized or even going to the box or something.
You can't.
And then all of a sudden he's like 4 game suspension. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So if I was him, I would appeal and I'd be pissed off as hell.
Yeah. People keep bringing up to me. People keep bringing up to me. You got to be in control of your skates and where you're skating and how fast you're skating and the people in front of you and make sure they don't get hurt. BS. That's not the way this game is. You skate. You stay in the play. You hit. You get out, you move back into defense, you hit, you stay in the play, you keep your gap, and you continue to play the game. This crap about you got to be in control of your speed, and if you're heading to a guy 10 feet away and you're going fast, you must slow down. That doesn't belong in the game.
Yeah, you don't slow down. I get that, right?
I had somebody tell me that. Several people told me that.
No,
and I'm not like I was an idiot. Now, I'm not saying you did.
I'm not saying that he should have slowed down. I'm not saying that. My only point is using his own words, that were released by Department of Player Safety.
Yeah, I understand
the puck.
That he was trying to play that he was trying to stop a goal. Well, to me, the way you try and stop a goal was with putting your stick on the other guy's stick in front of the puck to prevent the puck from going in the net.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the way I think.
And I know I've already been told I sound like a broken record.
No. Here's the way I think Scheifele was thinking about it. When he was 100 feet away, 75 feet away, and sees him coming and looks like he's going to score, his goal was to stop him from scoring that goal. When he got 15, 20 feet away, 30 feet away, and put his head up, it was no longer to stop that goal because he knew that goal was going in no matter what.
Yeah.
It was to make a statement like Brock said, you may have won this game, but we're not the Toronto Maple Leafs. We took our guys out in 4 straight. This is going to be a tough 7-game series. You're not going to make this first game isn't going to be as easy as it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're right. These playoffs have been and I don't want to say the most violent, but the most physical.
They have.
that I've seen in a long time.
I haven't seen this since the early 80s.
Yeah, this is going back. This is going back to the 80, 81, 82,
Yep.
83, 84, right in there. Oh no, Jordan, you're absolutely welcome to say what's on your mind. That's what I'm
your
doing.
Opinion. It's your
Yeah,
opinion.
your opinion.
Sure.
We do not mind
Yeah.
your opinion at all.
Yeah.
We don't mind it at all. Trust me.
do.
I don't show every comment. I don't show every comment. I don't show every comment, but I read every comment. And these guys can see the comments as they go.
Yeah.
I actually see them a little differently.
Yeah, yeah.
I can hold them up. I can hold a comment back and look at a comment a little bit longer than they can. But we see all your comments, and whether we show them or not, we're reacting to them. And this show is based on you.
Yeah. And you know what, Jordan? If you agree with me and Brock, great. If you agree with Guy, great. If you have a different take on it, great.
Yep.
That's
yeah,
great.
absolutely. We're there.
Only agree with me. Do not agree with these fools.
I agreed with you,
Bruins
Brock.
guy went five.
I agreed with you, Brock.
Went off 5 minutes ago. Bounced his head off the glass. Yeah, I did see something about that.
Yeah, I
didn't get to see the whole play. I'll probably look at it. So Tuesdays and Tuesday used to be. Thursdays are kind of. I have an appointment at 5 p.m. my time. Which is right now it's like 3:45, 3:50 actually.
Yep.
So that's why on this show, that's why this show is at 8 o'clock your guys' time. It works best for me, so I can do my appointments, do my other things, and that. And it's all good. You know what, Sly? This is a topic that I think we could even move into tomorrow to talk about, because I know it was something that what I want to do tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to do. So we may bring you on tomorrow and let you continue, because this is an interesting topic, especially since tomorrow you have game two.
Game 2, yep.
Between the Jets and the Canadians in Winnipeg. And you also have game 3 between the
Vegas
Avalanche and the Knights in Vegas.
Knights.
This is absolutely this has absolutely been an amazing, and the Avalanche being up 2-0. I don't think the Avalanche won that game. I really don't. I think they got lucky. I think a bad penalty got called late. I don't know if that. I looked at it a couple times. Yeah, maybe slashing. I don't know.
No, man. I'm gonna tell you. This is where I get frustrated. I want to shake you like a baby, man. Dude, they're the best power play line in freaking hockey.
Okay, but should they have been on the power play? Should they have been on the power play? Was that a slash?
Hey, real quick, I want to say one thing before I forget, and we'll get back to the Vegas-Colorado series.
Yeah.
No matter whether it was a good hit, bad hit, clean hit, dirty hit, 4-game suspension hit, 2-game suspension hit, somebody from Winnipeg is going to get laid out in that game tomorrow night. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, someone's getting laid out. There's going to be a fight within the first minute.
I think so. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Brock?
I don't know. I mean, the Maple Leafs, the Canadians, I think they're still just happy to be here mode. I mean, they're not that good of a team. Again, they barely made it in the playoffs. Again, they were kind of a late arrival. I know I have a lot of friends in Montreal, and even they're hot. Kind of skeptical.
Yeah, they're hot.
No, even though they're skeptical about the Bruin or the Habs this year. They don't think it's going to be their year. Obviously, they're hopeful. So, I mean, I think the reality is they just don't have the team this year. But again, I don't know.
Right? No, I think
I want to shake you like a snow globe. Excuse me.
There you go.
That's better instead of the baby one with Brock. I don't think your wife would appreciate
especially since you got little kids running around the house.
Yeah, no. Well, hey, I want to tell you my story too. You guys would appreciate this, okay?
Yeah.
It'll take me 1 minute.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Okay. So my wife's going out of town next week, so I got to pick up my kid from school. My kid, he's in first grade. He's really freaking out. He thinks I'm gonna forget. So the other night I was like, "Don't worry about it. If I'm late, just go to the office and just have him call the bar. I'll be at the bar." Yeah. Well, he went and told his teacher that today. So now his teacher sends me an email saying, "Are you going to be at the bar the last day of school?" So I said, no, that is not true. I'm going to be at the strip club.
Oh, that's a good
My
one.
wife hates me right now. She's like, "That's inappropriate. You can't say that."
Oh, you can say that.
I know, but I do. I do.
That's great.
Anyway.
Oh, hey,
Islanders just tied it up. The
Hey,
Islanders just tied it up on a pretty good wraparound that they popped through on Rask.
hey, Sly
So-
Fox, I think you could be onto something. The Jets and Habs throwing down
Yeah.
Perry versus Wheeler.
Willard,
That
yeah,
would be
I
a
like
classic.
that. I really like that.
Yep.
The Jordan says she loves your sensational shirt.
Thank you.
I got it up on here, Lance. So tell everybody where they can find your stuff at.
You can just search up designbyhumans.com and just follow the links here on my tweet. And the red shirt says hockey is a sport, not a safe space. And that and that goes along with the topic we're discussing today.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they all come in different colors. And they start in small, and one of them goes to, I think both of them go to 3XL, and one of them might go to 4XL, and they do run a little big.
Hey, I've got to say something about the Shen shirt. That like Shen shirt. That we guys saw all that picture of them down in Cancun or whatever doing a little party postseason. You know, the good thing about it, I said this on the Facebook, was that I think Shen finally scored.
Hey, he's engaged. He's engaged, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think Kelsey would like that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
She might be there with them. No, they weren't in Cancun. They were at the Cosmo in Vegas, and I'm thinking, man, why didn't I take a trip to Vegas?
You know what's strange? I'm looking at Braden Shin. I'm looking at him thinking something's different about him. And right on his side, he's got 2 birthmarks on his left-hand side.
Yeah. My
son, and I'm not joking you. I am not joking you. Has 2 in the exact same place.
Uh-oh.
Exact same place.
No, man.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, you know what I love about this show? We can argue, we can disagree, but at the end, it's all good.
No, and it is.
That's
and
what I want to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love being on the show with you two guys. I think we have a great discussion. We don't always agree. We get after each other, but at the end of the day, we're always friends. We support each other. And we're out there and retweeting each other, putting each other's, commenting on stuff, picking fights with Lance on Twitter. So I like that about you guys. I appreciate that. And I love our shows, man. We have great shows.
No, and that's the thing about what the Blue Note Fan Report is. And I was talking to a guy a little bit, before, and he says, I was talking to a guy about being a media manager for me. Mm-hmm. And the first thing he said, and I got to hand him, he had some huevos to say this. I don't like your name. I think you should change your name. And I said, why? And he goes, well, everybody's by a fan for the fan, and the fan report. And I stopped him. I said, first of all, you're missing something huge. I'm not by a fan for a fan. I'm about the fan.
Yep.
And being about the fan report is what this is. We talk about the fans. We listen to the fans. While the 3 of us were discussing this, we're watching your comments every bit of the way. We're talking about your comments. And even Sly goes, we all have a blast. And
yes,
we do,
Jeremy.
because we are fair. But there's times Lance does not agree with me. There's time Brock almost never agrees with me. But that's what makes the show work.
Hey, there's times where Guy and Brock disagree with me, and there's times all 3 of us have a different opinion.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so great. Ryan says, when a player gets suspended, do they get paid for those games? No, they do not.
No, they don't.
No, this is a good point. Hold up, guys.
It is a nice question.
Good point.
Good question.
Hey now, my time. When a player is suspended, do they still get paid for those games? Wouldn't it be like, no, they do not. They forfeit those paychecks, and they go to the Players Association. They go to the retirement fund.
Yep. Yes. They do.
Just like in baseball. It was by Barzell. Oh yes, I picked Barzell today. Oh, for the Pick'em contest. If you're going to watch this late or listen to it later, we're going to start picking all games going on from here on out.
Oh, good.
If there's 2 games that day, we're picking 2 games.
Good.
That means that the form will lock out when the puck drops on the first game. That's what happened today. And only like 13 people got in. You guys got to pay attention to the website. You got to go check the website out every single day. Check out that form. When it's open, go on it. I usually open it about 2:30 in the morning, your guys' time. So when you get up in the morning, get your morning coffee, go take your morning constitutional, and then open up the Blue Note Fan Report Pick'em contest.
No. We got no time to be reading the Constitution in the morning. We got things to do.
You know what a constitutional is. You aren't that dumb, right? You aren't that dumb.
I know
Okay,
my rights.
someday concussions will be a big story like
Could
it was
be.
for the NFL.
Could
It
be.
already
Rights,
is.
buddy.
Yeah.
Really, it already is. It really already is. Okay, Lance, thank you so much for popping in today. I got to say, I was having a pretty rough mental day, and you coming in and even giving me your shtick was fine. You know, it helped me out, and you know, I got my point. You got your point. We're good, right?
Yeah, good,
and
good.
that's great. And Brock, you know, I love you to death, man. You have every right to disagree with me. Yeah, I have every right to disagree with you. We make a fun show, and we're going to grow. We're going to get bigger.
But you know
we're going
why?
to keep writing.
I'll tell you why. Because you're a damn swabby, and I served my country in the Army. And I'll never let you have that.
Oh.
I could do 4 years
he's
in the
loaded
Army as a reporter standing on my head. Go spend 45 days in a minefield and then come back to me.
Yeah.
paper
How many
clips.
decks? Hey, guy, how many decks below?
Paper cuts all my fingers.
4 below. I was
Four
on
decks
the
below.
I was below the water line. I was an engineer. I worked in the
Do they
engine
call that the
rooms.
lead-
Our
is that the
berthing was
Lido
below
deck?
the water line. Say again?
Yeah. Is that the Lido deck they call that on the cruise line? The Lido deck?
Yeah. Okay. You come on board, right? There's 2 types of sailors. Engineers and passengers. I was an engineer.
Yeah, I'd be puking on the edge, like, ugh.
All right. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. It is that time to say
Thanks,
aloha
Good time.
and mahalo. I love each and every one of you so much. And I got to say thank you. And Chris Shockley says, try a whole career, whole carrier guy. I was a combat engineer. Mines are my life. Well, you know what I'm talking about, my friend. And I was on a cruiser. This is Guy saying aloha, mahalo for Brock and Lance. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. 8 p.m. Central Standard, 9 Eastern on the Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha.